We Three Bros Podcast. Joseph, Derek. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Joseph?
Not much, man. We're back at it. This is episode 23. Welcome, everybody.
So what's up, man? We gotta do this a day early. I guess you gotta do some work tomorrow.
I got to do some work tomorrow, but I know we got quite a few things to talk about. DC fandom, where we found out what a butt baby is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I was once a butt baby, but no longer am I a butt baby. So we'll get into that. But Derek, man, how's the week been, man? What are the new shows? What are some games? Anything that you've definitely checked out before we get into some of the DC fandom stuff?
So I didn't really watch anything new. Well, I guess I did because I watched Halloween Kills on Friday. So I know, did you get a chance to check it out?
I did not get a chance to check it out, man. But how did it sit amongst all the other 45 Halloween films?
I mean, to me, I think it's hard to like beat the first one, the
Of
first
course,
couple, maybe
of
one through
course.
three. From what I read, this one has a higher body count than any of the other ones,
Oh, damn. Okay.
and
But is
it
it
seems
was it
like
like was it truly fair though? It wasn't like just like a bus full of pedestrians and he just took them out
no, it wasn't
and
anything
that
like that.
exploded or
But it
something?
was, but I don't know if like you've probably seen a couple of the originals at
Of
least,
course, of course.
and usually he goes after like a certain demographic, like it's like relations to the Myers family or something like that, or people that moved into the house afterwards, something like that.
Yeah.
And in this one, it's more just like anybody can come get these hands. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a
like
free
Michael
for
Myers is
all.
like, come get these hands
He's like, come get these hands,
for
or let me
real.
bring these
Like,
hands to you.
right? He just brings it the whole movie, and um, there's a point where his mask gets ripped off, and you almost see his face, but
Oh,
they still made it so you can't 100% see it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, overall, it was worth watching.
Okay.
Another one of the movies where I probably wouldn't have gone and watched it opening night in the movie theater. You know what I mean? Like,
You don't want to spend that 12.50 or
yeah,
whatever
for real.
films cost these now. I'm just kidding. I mean, they're
Yeah,
still pretty pricey, but like an expensive amount for like a movie ticket. Again, sorry everybody if I sound a little funny. I'm dealing with a cold right now, but we're powering through. The show must go on, and we three
right.
bros
Show's
are
got to
going
go
on.
on.
There it is.
Rona.
No, it is not. I got tested. We are good to go. Which, hey, shout out to my homie Stephanie. Stephanie, she gave me this mug. It's a fox with some glasses and a little tie and stuff, man. So, if she watches the episode, hey, appreciate the mug. Tea's damn good.
So yeah, I watched that. I watched Black Hawk Down again. Um,
Oh man, classic film.
I was just
Classic
going
film.
through HBO and it popped up. I'm like, hey, why not? First time I saw it was I was stationed in Germany, and
What
we
year was
were
it? It was 1976. That's what it came out, right? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
invested
I think it's actually like 99 or something, right?
2001.
Oh, 2001. Okay, close enough.
So yeah, I was in Germany, and I think we had just gotten out of a field rotation, like a 3 week field problem, or we were getting ready to go do a 3 weeks worth of field training.
Yeah.
And the movie theater on base had it, and we all got to go watch it for free.
Oh, that's damn
And I
cool.
want to say that we had some special guests there. I don't know if they were like in the movie or like associated with the movie somehow.
Yeah.
Um,
Did they
so it was
talk
pretty
about the film,
cool. They
or did they
like I
do
think
Q
they
and
did like a
A? Or...
Q&A like after
Oh, that's
after
pretty cool.
after the movie was over. So it was pretty cool. I've always enjoyed that movie. It's and for me it kind of hits home because being a veteran and everything. And then when I came down to Houston to be a recruiter, the the guy that trained me in recruiting,
Yeah.
he was actually a part of that Black Hawk unit, but
Oh
he wasn't
shit.
there at the time. He didn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
like
yeah.
he didn't get sent to Somalia for that mission, but he was in that unit
Yeah.
where
So
the
he knew.
Blackhawks are
He
based out of.
probably definitely
So
knew
I
some
think
of
he
those
knew a
people.
few of them guys.
Oh
So
shit.
that's pretty cool. And then I watched this other movie called The Outpost.
Hmm.
So it was on Amazon. Yeah, it was on Amazon. So the main guy, he played the Punisher in one of the Punisher movies.
It wasn't. It wasn't Tom Jane, right? He wasn't the first one, or was it the second
Um,
one, the Warzone one?
I think it was Warzone.
Oh, okay, I don't remember the Wars. I don't think I've ever watched the Punisher Warzone film. I heard the action was cool, but the story just wasn't that great.
Um,
It was like they
was it
said it was like
him?
really true to the character in a lot of ways, but I
Yeah,
didn't watch
so
it
it
much.
was him. His name is Ray Stevenson.
I know Ray Stevenson. He's definitely been in some films.
Yeah, so I mean, this movie just came out last year. Um, and wait, I'm trying to find. No, it's not this one. There's two different ones.
With the Outpost movie? Oh, you're like googling it right now.
Yeah, because
Okay,
it like when
gotcha.
you Google it, like more than one shows up. There's like a 2020, and then there's another one on like Amazon.
It's always funny whenever like movies or TV shows have like the same, like just have like that random name, like The
Yeah,
Post or something like that, and it's like five different films are named The Post, but they like word it differently or something like that. They add like an E on it, Posty. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
yeah. It's so I can't find it. It shows like a series that was on there.
Okay.
Maybe if I go back to Punisher Warzone, just look up Ray Stevenson's character, and it'll say what movies he's done. um,
Yeah, Kill the Irishman, The Transporter. I guess there was a show called Rome. He was in the Book of Eli. The other
so
guys.
it's just called Outpost. It's not The Outpost.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this is 2008. So anyway, he's like a head of a mercenary group, and this company hires him to escort their like scientists to this like this area
Mhm.
that used to be controlled by the Nazis way back in World War II, but this is more present day.
Oh shit, yeah.
So when they get in there, like um like weird stuff starts happening. One of the guys gets shot, and they can't like, and so they all come out because they leave two guys out like above the bunker.
Mhm.
So the one of the two guys gets shot. Everyone comes out. They start firing into the woods, and then they send a guy out there, and he can't find nothing, no bullet casing or nothing,
Oh shit.
to explain how the guy got shot. So then they're exploring the bunker again, and they find this room, and there's a bunch of bodies in there, and they look like fresh bodies. Like, if they would be skeletons at this point if it was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
from
yeah.
World War II. And one of the guys is still alive apparently. So they pull him out, and they're trying to, like, figure out. He won't talk. He won't say anything. And then the the guy they're escorting finds the thing he's looking for. It looks like some weird like machine. It looks like a boiler with
Okay.
pipes and tubes running out of it. And so the premise is that during World War II, all these like a lot of these Nazi movies, like, talk about Nazis doing all these weird experiments and everything when they were, back in World War II. So
Yeah.
it's like that. And so the experiment they were doing was to like make their soldiers so that they could like pretty much be like a ghost or a specter or something like that,
Mhm.
but keep their bodies like separate from, like, pull them separate from their bodies, I guess.
Oh shit.
So now all the soldiers are like in the woods surrounding the bunker, and they just like slowly pick off the team.
Like the people who
So
were in the
yeah,
warehouse?
yeah. So the
Like
people that came to explore the bunker to find that whatever the guy was looking for, the scientist.
yeah.
It was a pretty decent movie. It wasn't
It's
bad.
it sounds interesting. Like
Yeah, it
I
was
would
worth watching.
I would definitely um have to take a look at that film or something, man. And you said how'd you find this film?
I was just scrolling through Amazon.
I will say there's a
Yeah,
lot of films, man. I do that all the time, like on HBO Max or like Netflix or something. I'll just go straight to the movies and
and
just
just
like
scroll.
scroll. And I mean, I like A to Z, and I'm looking at like everything, and I'm just like, all right, what is something that's gonna like that I'm gonna see that maybe like looks kind of interesting, or I've always heard a lot of things about, or people have talked about it, but I just haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Definitely a lot of those cases where I do that.
and then last night I watched um the two-part series or movie, I guess, um Batman: The Long Halloween on Amazon or on HBO.
Oh, how was that? It was
So that was
animated.
pretty good. Yeah, it was
Animated, right?
animated.
Did
Yeah.
Is it Kevin Conroy? Did he do the voice of Batman?
No, it was someone Jensen, something
Okay.
Jensen, or
No, no,
yeah,
that's cool. I just want to know if it's Kevin Conroy because he's my favorite, absolutely favorite Batman.
yeah. But yeah, it was pretty good. It focused more on um the the um the organized crime, the Falcones and Maroni.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was, but it incorporated, the usuals, Joker,
Mhm.
Scarecrow, and a few others. Um,
Yeah.
Solomon Grundy, Two Face, of course.
Oh man, there's always really good. I mean, again, I know DC doesn't translate as well like in films and in TV shows sometimes, but
Yeah,
DC has some damn good villains, man. There's some definitely like
but
underrated villains. No,
their
no, for
animated
sure.
ones always kill it.
They
It
do.
just, for some reason, they can't do live action.
They can't. I mean, you're right. I mean, again, we're gonna kind of segue here into that in a little bit, but we'll talk about some of that stuff kind of coming up. But yeah, no, man, like you said, sometimes it doesn't translate very well in live action, but in the animation, there's always hitters in
Yeah,
the DC um, realm, which I would say go back and forth in regards to the Marvel animated stuff and DC animated stuff.
yeah,
Man, they go back and forth. They go really back. Live action, come on now. Like we
yeah.
know, we
Oh
know.
yeah,
But like animated, go back and forth because you have like X-Men animated series, great.
yeah. The original, that was
The
awesome.
original was awesome. You have the Amazing Spider-Man, that was really great for Marvel. Um, or some other stuff that was like animated. I'm trying to think some other characters. They did Spider-Man. Oh, they've done like oh shit, I'm like blanking on it right now. I think they've done a
Yeah, I
Hulk
can't even.
series before. Yeah, they've done a Hulk
Yeah,
series.
yeah.
That one was pretty good, and they even introduced like Gray Hulk, which is I always thought was pretty cool.
And I think
Um,
they did an animated movie, Hulk versus Wolverine.
yes, they did. It was a two
Yeah,
part. It was Planet Hulk and Hulk versus Wolverine, which was really good as well.
yeah.
And then of course on DC side they had a Superman animated series. They had Batman the animated series, which is
Justice League.
Justice League, Young Justice, uh,
Yeah,
a lot of really good. And I know we are naming a few, but there are a lot of DC.
and
Um,
there's so many Batman animated movies.
oh my God, yeah. I think there's like Batman Ninja, which is fantastic. It's like in a Japanese style. I don't
Yeah.
know if you ever watched that. I think that's actually on HBO Max, but that one's really good. And
Where is that Injustice movie going to be on HBO Max?
which one's? Oh, ooh, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to think, but I'm not too sure. It'd be something we'd probably have to look into. But I heard it didn't get great reviews. But man, I remember watching the trailer. That thing blew me away. I was just like, how did Superman just rip this man's heart out? Like he got the Joker's
Right.
heart, ripped it out. But I think it's like him.
Is it already out?
Yeah, it is. I believe it is already. If it's not already out, it's like coming out really soon. But I think it's
Oh yeah,
already out.
because you can buy it at Target, the Blu-ray,
Yep.
or on Google.
Yep. So, but
Yeah,
the
Google, Amazon.
yeah. So it's. I
You want
guess
to
it's
pay
already.
for it?
Yeah. I guess we have to wait for it to hopefully come out in like HBO Max or something like that. Maybe the
Yeah.
production company is a little bit different. Warner Brothers, gotta love them. Um, but yeah, no, man, that when it comes to animation is really cool. But anything else that you got to watch or kind of
Um.
game on?
So we also have the Discovery Plus. So it's all like
Ooh.
Discovery
I,
channels and all
I
that
I know
stuff.
you like a lot of or at least some of those shows, man. You definitely either recommended them to me or you sent me some links
So
about some
yeah,
of the shows, right?
there's one about the ghost hunters I was talking about, the Holzer Files,
Yeah.
and that one, like, I've seen a lot of different like ghost hunter type shows, and
Mhm.
this one by far, the Holzer Files, has actually shown like more than like any other of these kind type of show that I've ever seen. Like as far as evidence goes,
Yeah.
like there's like legit, like I'm not that type of person that believes in all this stuff. Like I've never like experienced anything like this personally.
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person that, like, if I don't see it with my own eyes or if I don't experience it,
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard for me to believe in it. You know what I mean?
Or some like valid like scientific method like
Yeah,
studies
yeah,
on this stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So like all the things about people seeing UFOs, like, and as a kid, I spent almost my whole childhood outdoors,
Yeah.
all hours of the night, like growing up upstate New York. At like at like 2 in the morning, me and my friends are out running around in our little, just out doing like riding bikes and all that stuff, and you
Yeah.
know, and and we used to hike the mountains at night, and I've never seen any of this stuff. So to me,
Yeah,
like it's hard for me to believe it until I see something.
for
But
sure.
this show, like in the first episode, they showed they used the thermal camera, and one guy was in a room by himself, like a little closet. They had a little window on the far side, and like he said something grabbed him, so he jumped, and the camera like panned, and
Yeah,
on the window, like a legit handprint like appeared up, like if you like put like that, not just like
yeah.
not like all of a sudden, like if you just like
Like it
I
gently
guess,
appeared. Like
yeah,
it gently
yeah,
appeared, like as if it
and it
like.
was like a full handprint. And then in one of the other episodes, they were in this house and they were trying to like call the spirit or whatever.
Yeah,
And the one guy is a big dude. He's like six something, like 280 something pounds, big fella.
yeah.
And you could see him get pushed, like physically, like almost lifted off the ground and pushed over.
Oh shit!
And like
It's hard for
a
you
guy
not to
that
believe.
a guy that size isn't just gonna like standing. He wasn't moving. He was standing perfectly still, holding a recorder, just talking. And
Yeah.
then like unless he was like a really good actor, and like that was like they're like, all right, at this, when you say this word, then you're gonna like make it look like you got pushed. But so that was but that's way off the point. So we were on Discovery Plus today, and I was like going through,
Uh-huh.
and they put fear factors on there. So not the
Oh.
original, not the first, like that was like over 10 years ago,
Mhm.
but when they came back with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Like they
it's
rebooted it.
yeah, with Joe Rogan. So
Mhm.
we watched the first two episodes because it's a two-part. They broke it into like it was 5 challenges. They broke it into two episodes. So we watched those tonight.
Oh man, that's
Um,
exciting. I remember coming home from school when they were showing like reruns, and like as soon as I get out of school, that's what I would do. I'd watch the reruns like over and over. Like they would show like I
yeah,
think it was after school they would show like 2 episodes because I think they're
yeah,
30 minutes long, right?
45, I
Or
think. Well, I
45
think it's
minutes.
an hour,
It's an
but
hour.
like with commercials, but without commercials, it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think I would come home, like if I remember correctly, I would come home and like watch both episodes. So
Yeah,
it was like I'd come home, get home like around maybe 3 o'clock, and from like 3 to like 5 o'clock, they would show like 2 episodes or 3 to 4, one or the other one. But I remember like sitting there watching, man. I love Fear Factor. It's such a great show.
so
Like
do
the
you
challenges and stuff like that.
what do you think you'd be able to do most of the challenges that they present on there?
Um, I always thought that, man. I used to always. I want to say I could probably do 40% of them. Like I'm confident in
So
my abilities to be able to do 40. More than that, no. Like no.
so
Like when it came to
so
like
the
eating stuff, well, no.
so the
You
ones
know,
I know I couldn't do are the eating ones.
I
Like
was like, wait a minute. I don't
I
know,
can't
bro.
eat
My
crazy ass stuff.
No,
Like
my mind is pretty like sometimes I can, as long as I don't get in my head, I could eat almost
yeah,
anything. I could eat almost anything. As long as I don't
I
like sit
just
there, I'm like, fuck it. Just fuck. Because to me, it's like a shot, man. Like tequila and shit doesn't necessarily taste good. People don't like just, I mean, well,
yeah.
not everybody. There are some people,
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
weird how people can like sip whiskey and stuff or
dude,
scotch. They're
yeah, yeah,
like
like, hey, more power to them, right? Some people can definitely do that because it's an
that
acquired
stuff hits
taste.
my throat and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
uh."
yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm all like, man, give me like a bag full of gummy bears, bro, and I'm like fucking chowing down. So like if like whiskey tastes like gummy bears, I'd fucking die because I'd
Yeah.
alcohol poisoning or something, right? But
Maybe that's why it tastes bad, so you won't kill yourself.
big brain, big brain. But no, man. So yeah, like I think the eating stuff I could do. Like maybe not everything, but as long as like, cause like when they were talking about it's like coagulated, like blood bags, where it's like
Ugh,
blood like coagulated or something like that, and like every episode that I've seen that was involved as an eating challenge, almost every single person like couldn't make it past it. I don't know
yeah.
why. So like I think that would be like the one thing, but it's like testicles or whatever. Like as long as I had to eat, like if everybody fucking quit and all I had to do was take 2 bites, I'm taking 2 bites. Fuck it. Like I don't care.
Right.
Like this tastes like fucking tacos to me. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like I remember. Oh wait, I remember I was with you. It was Petra and Steph, and we all went to that like what is the like Andes Mountains place? It was a restaurant.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Himalayan restaurant.
The Himalayan. There were some things that I ate, bro, that did not taste good. I don't remember what it was, but there was like one or two things where I was just like, but I
Yeah,
still
because
fucking ate
I
it.
didn't know everything that was on that menu, but I mean I was willing to try.
Yeah,
And for the
exactly.
most part it was a good restaurant.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. Like from it was a great restaurant. Highly recommend if people are up in New York and want to go check it out and try something different. But I just remember whatever we like big old plate that they brought or whatever, that big old
Yeah,
thing
with
like
all,
tray.
everything like the
I remember there was a few things that I tried where I was just like, this is gross, but I still swallowed it, I chewed it, and ate that shit. You know, so it's like, man, if I could eat this shit, I could eat that shit from Survivor. The other day I ate like a Lara bar. You know what a Lara bar is?
yeah, yeah, or not energy bar, or I
It's
guess
like a
they're energy
I guess they're just like a
protein
snack
bar or
bar, protein
whatever.
bar, right?
Yeah.
I ate one that was like it was disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Like I remember taking a bite of it and it tasted like a rotten banana. Like you know the brown part banana, like a blue
Yeah.
banana. That's what it tasted like, the entire thing. And guess what? I fucking fucking ate that shit like no problem, man. And I was
I
like,
just
it was gross. I would eat it again, but I ate it. So
I just feel like I could do like the physical things. Like it'd be easier for me to try the physical things than to try to eat like just the crazy stuff that they would have people eat on there.
yeah, yeah, the physical things. I mean, I think there's some things like from a height
And then some,
perspective
but
would
I
be a
know
little.
some of the physical things I know I wouldn't be able to do. Like, like one of the challenges today. So they had, it's teams of two. So one guy was strapped on like this blade looking thing, and so he was strapped all the way down, arms, feet, everything, and he had to get spun around, and at the bottom he went through water, his head,
Yeah,
and so like just that constant spinning, I can't do anything that spins. Like
I
I'll get
I was
sick and I'll bleh.
I was just about to mention, like, I remember there was, if I can remember correctly, there's some, again, it kind of reminds me of like, I'm going to tell you a show that I think is kind of like this show now, right? Is, but I remember there was one where there's like, it's either like a contraption that they put above water and it like spun around or something and they have to like climb and stuff. And it, like, it wasn't like Wipeout, where Wipeout's like, they're trying to fuck you up. Right, like
Yeah,
that game's trying to fuck you up, but like Fear Factor in some of those like cages or things that they would build where people climb, like they had a legitimate chance. And Wipeout, I'm
yeah,
just like, man, this you slip once, you fucked. And Fear Factor, like it was one of those things where like it was challenging and it was tough, but if you slipped, you could get back up and keep going,
yeah,
right? But some of these were like attached to helicopters. So like as the helicopter is like fucking spinning or flying, you're like getting dizzy trying to climb some shit or whatever. So that's wild. But I think the new Fear Factor now, and it's kind of implemented into it, except without the eating bad food and doing scary shit, is American Ninja Warrior. I think
oh
American
yeah,
Ninja Warrior kind of took over that, man. Because again, similar to Fear Factor, dude, you throw on American Ninja Warrior, and I'm sitting down and watching it. Like I'm amazed
yeah,
at some of the stuff, some of those, like the grip and forearm strength that some of these people
yeah.
have is ridiculous. But
I like that one where it's like the bar and you got to like step up every, like I couldn't do that. There's no
fuck
way.
no, fuck
Even when
no.
I was like 19 years old and just in the fresh out of boot camp, there's no way I wouldn't be able to do that.
I could do one. I could make. Oh, I take it back. Maybe do one. And
You could
besides that,
probably like get the up part, but like getting
I'm
it to
missing it. Oh
hook.
yeah, I'm missing it. I'm
Yeah.
missing it. I'm gonna be too tired. I'm and fall the fuck back. Right.
What about there's that viral video of the naked dude that just runs up onto the stage and like goes through the whole thing, like bare ass naked, and gets like all the way to the end where you got to run up the ramp, and he gets like
Oh,
that's when the
there's a video
security
of that.
gets him.
Oh no, I didn't even
Yeah,
see that. What
I don't
the
know if it's
hell?
real or if it's like if it was like
Staged or
a
something?
stage thing, but dude was like bare naked, just runs up on the stage and like he like jumps around and goes through the whole thing, like through the whole course.
And like he kills it. He kills it, and
Yeah,
then he runs up or he gets to the wall and like they
it gets to
tackle
the
him.
wall and they tackle. And then there's another one where a dude is in one of those the Tyrannosaurus costume
Oh, that's
and
I think
does
I've
it
seen that.
in the
I've seen that one.
Tyrannosaurus con.
I've seen that one. I think his arms were stuck out and he's like he had guns and shit, right? Like he was kind
Mm,
of swole. Yeah,
mm.
yeah, yeah. I've seen that one. I think or I've seen like a video of it or something like that shit. Sorry, my ear was fucking itching over here. But yeah, no, man, I think I saw I think I seen that one. But yeah, no, like I think American Ninja Warrior like takes some of those things from Fear Factor and what made it so popular and they kind of like integrated it because again, it's on NBC. Like,
Yeah.
American Ninja Warrior is on NBC. I think it's on other channels too, but I've seen it on NBC. And Fear Factor was also on NBC for a long time too.
Or
So
what about what's that show? It was back in like the early 90s, mid 90s, and it was dubbed from Japanese. It was like a Japanese game show and they dubbed it into English, but it wasn't like what they were really saying. It was like they
yeah,
were
it was
making the
like R
jokes.
words or
The
whatever.
the something castle Kim
I'm gonna see if I can
some
try to. Uh,
uh something extreme, or I know it's something castle
I used to see it
starts
on.
with K.
I used to see it on like Cartoon Network or some shit like that. I think.
Or they might have had it on Adult Swim at night.
Yes, sorry, Adult Swim, not Cartoon Network.
I remember it used to be on like Saturdays, maybe, or like afternoon after school.
Oh,
Takashi's
on
Castle or something like
Spike.
that.
On Spike. It was on Spike
Yeah,
TV or some shit.
it's like
Oh,
Takashi's Castle or something.
let's see.
Dude, people just get jacked
Yeah,
up in that show.
It's Takashi's. It's a game show, and it's called Takashi's Castle, which was aired between 1986 and 1990, and then um. Oh, dude, yeah, man, and then of course, yeah, they dubbed it, and like it used to
Yeah,
come out on Spike or something like that.
like the one dude's name was Steve. Of course, this dude's name not Steve.
Oh, let's see, Spike TV. Is this Takashi's Castle? Oh, well, I mean, there was that one, and then I think there was the Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. That's what they
Yeah,
called it.
that.
The Most
Yeah,
Extreme Elimination Challenge. That, yeah, I remember that. Like you said, it was just like the guy's name would be 2 pages long, or like half the
right.
screen, and like you said, it'd
And
be
it's
Steve.
like Steve.
Yeah.
That one challenge where you had to like run up that hill and they were rolling them big giant like
Uh,
foam or whatever boulders down, and people would just get smushed.
hey, bro, it's Fall Guys. You ever played Fall Guys?
Oh yeah,
It's literally Fall Guys, or like the
like
one that I used to see. It was
IRL Fall Guys.
IRL Fall Guys, right? And then one that I used to see too was like whenever, and I think I've seen like it recently too, where they would put on like swimsuits, like entire
Uh huh.
swimsuits, and then they would use like lube on the stairs. You ever
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
I saw that video. There's like a clip of them trying to get up them
There
stairs.
was like one where this guy was like this close to the top. Like he had maybe two more steps to go, and some jackass like clipped his ankle, just barely clipped it, and he just do, and just goes all the way back down. Takes out like two or three people trying to go on, because like they're standing trying to like walk up that shit, and
Yeah,
somebody's like just smooth takes her legs out, man.
I
Uh,
think that they might have showed a clip of it on Tosh.0 one time.
Probably, and I think he even redid
Tried
it
to
or something like that.
recreate it or something.
Recreated. Thank you. I can't speak English today. It's fine. But yeah, he recreated it or something like that. But yeah, man, the most extreme elimination challenge was on Spike TV, man, and apparently there was 133 episodes. Where's it? Oh, I guess it's like on TBS broadcasting company or
Probably late
whatever.
nights
So
or something.
yeah, possibly. I don't know where it's being aired right now, but shit, I would definitely like go back and rewatch it, man. That's hilarious. That
Yeah,
is.
it's good. They're like the dub commentary was great.
You said, "Oh yeah, oh no, it was fantastic." That's one of the things. Um, let's see, the most extreme. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can find it, like, so we can watch it or something like that, if there's a place to watch it. But yeah, no, man. Spike TV, old channel, right? Old network, man.
Right.
So, kind of disappeared. But yeah, man. Besides the Fear Factor, man, what other stuff you been watching?
So that's it. That's all I've been watching. I've been playing through Hitman.
Hmm.
So I got Hitman 3 and then I finished it. But I had played 1 and 2 already, but that was like over a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So I can play them all of them through again on my Hitman 3 disc. So I was like, screw it, I'll go through all of them again. It was fun. I like the game. And
Yeah.
there's so many ways to finish each level. So I started playing through it again.
I think that's part of
So
the appeal to it, man, is the fact that you have multiple approaches.
yeah, yeah, that's I really like it. And they've the graphics are updated, of course. PS5, so it looks really good.
Yeah.
It's really clean looking. The only thing that in it's not a big thing to me, but like so they'll start playing like suspenseful music,
Hmm.
like when something's happening, and then it'll just cut. Like the music will just like da, 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 and there'll be nothing. I'm like, what's happening? And
Yeah.
I'm looking, I'm pulling up the assassin sense to see if someone like spotted me or something, or someone's suspicious of me, and nothing. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, no, I've experienced the same thing playing those games before, where something like that happens, where it's just like you're sitting in the bathroom, right? The door's locked. There's like nobody's coming in there or whatever, and you have to
Yeah,
climb out the window. There's the only way out of there is out like climbing out the window, and the music is just like so intense, and you're like, what's about to happen? And then like you said, it goes radio
it
silence, and
just
you're like, what
it
the hell's
just
going on?
stops.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this one does that, but it's not that big of a deal. I can. It
Speaking of
just
video,
catches me off guard sometimes. I'm like, what the hell?
speaking of video games, man, I don't know if you saw it, but it was Cyberpunk 2077 for next gen. I guess the next gen update, what they were going to do to hopefully kind of roll that out, got surprisingly pushed back.
Who
I think
I
it
haven't
was
finished that game, and I haven't even picked it back up since like I don't know January maybe. So it's been
Mhm.
almost a year since I played it. So
Oh shit.
at this point, I could probably just start a new game, and I don't even remember what I did.
Like how to play or anything like that. Yeah, no. So
Yeah,
apparently, I think it was supposed to be this month, like November, December, when they were supposed to um release the update, or maybe beginning early 2022. No, it wasn't supposed to be 22. It was supposed to be this year, and then they came out and said
yeah,
they're like, "Hey, we have to push this update back," which I'm like, "Oh, cool." Does not surprise me. Is
right.
it
At
CD
this point,
yeah, like at this point it is what it is. Like, all right, cool. Don't you guys are gonna give us promise this game for 20 years. The update we'll get it 20 years from now, and PS6 will come out at that point. So it'll be
right.
fine.
So another game announcement. How do you feel about the Grand Theft Auto trilogy that's coming out?
You know, Derek, I love the We Three Bros podcast, but I don't want to give it a time or day or chance to even talk about. I'm just done with the series, man. Like, give us something new or move the fuck on, man. Like,
Right.
excuse my language, everybody. I mean, like, obviously you and I are huge fans of the series. Like, we love
We
everything that they
bought
do.
Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS3. We bought Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4, and now they want us to buy it again on PS5. Like, you can kick rocks. You ain't getting no more of my money. I'll download the free GTA Online when that releases, but other than that, until 6 comes out or a new or Red Dead remastered maybe, you're not getting any more of my money.
Derek, what does your T-shirt say?
Thou may ingest a satchel of Richards.
Yes, thou may ingest a satchel of Richards. That's how I feel about Rockstar right now. Like, come on, man, give us something new or move the hell on. I'm not.
Yeah.
We're moving on. Next, I saw this, the History of the World Part Two. I don't know if you are a fan of Mel Brooks movies.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
or if you've ever seen that movie, it's an old
yeah.
school retelling of some biblical stories. Apparently, he's in talks to possibly produce and direct a second film,
Huh.
which would be really exciting. But it made me want to ask you, man, what is your favorite Mel Brooks movie, or do you have a favorite one? And I would hope you would have a favorite one because they literally get shown in Family Guy, you know, cutaways since the beginning of time. So you could tell
You
he's
talk
definitely
about
heavily influenced by Mel Brooks. But do you have a Mel Brooks film that comes to your mind automatically? And if you don't, I can read some off. But didn't know if you
like
had one.
automatically would be Spaceballs,
Yes, yes.
um,
Spaceballs is a
and
classic.
and then Blazing Saddles.
Oh man, I watched Blazing Saddles really late. I mean, obviously I wasn't like old enough or born to like watch Blazing Saddles, but one of my friends like recommended it to me like like a few years ago. Like I
Yeah,
was like probably in my mid 20s to like late 20s at the time, and they were like, he was like, "Hey man, Blazing Saddles is hilarious," and I was like, "What the hell is Blazing Saddles? Like, what the hell is it?" He's like, I'm like, he didn't tell me anything about it. He's just like, go watch it, and I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "It's a comedy western or whatever," and like sat down and from beginning to end, man, was on the floor laughing. Like just it was hilarious, man. Like I'm never for um animal cruelty or anything like that, but when that guy punched that horse, like knocked that horse out, like what's his name, Mondo or Mongo? I can't remember the character's name, but he like just punches the horse. He gets so angry, or he's like so mad, and they're showing like they're trying to like depict him as this very evil character. And one of the things he does is walks up to a horse and like just like
just
Mike
clocks it.
Tyson's it right in the head, man, and the horse like falls over. Like what? Like I don't know, man. It was like little things like that were absurd, but just definitely just had me on the floor laughing. But also at the same time, like you can see where Seth MacFarlane gets a lot of his influence, which everybody
Yeah.
knows
Oh
that, right?
yeah.
But like he's heavily influenced by Mel Brooks in the films. Um, Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Oh yeah. That is an awesome movie.
Oh man,
I
again,
love some Robin Hood Men in Tights.
it's a classic. It is a classic, man. Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, a movie called High Anxiety. I've never seen those. Life Stinks. I guess there was a Dracula film he did, and then Young Frankenstein.
Oh
He did.
yeah.
It was an older film, 1974, but Young Frankenstein. I guess it came out the same year Blazing Saddles did. Blazing Saddles was also 1974, right? So, but Robin Hood, Men in Tights. I remember watching that as a kid. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And just dying
Abe
laughing.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh man.
Dave Chappelle was in that.
Oh shit. He was. Dave Chappelle was
He was
definitely in the.
Achu, wasn't he? Wasn't he Achu?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they sing the Men in Tights song, that
You know what? I'm gonna put this on the list, man. This is something I hope to watch this coming up week, man. After we get off the podcast, I'm gonna see if I can find it and rewatch it. But it is a classic, man. It is such a good film. Fuck IMDb, fuck Rotten Tomatoes. They all give it like a 40 or a 6.7. No, movie's hilarious. Fucking love it,
yeah,
man. It's a 10 out of
yeah.
10 for me, or at least a
From this
9 out
day
of 10.
forward, all toilets will be named John.
Oh man, fantastic. But yeah, switching gears here, man. There was some news that probably is going to frustrate a lot of fans of a lot of these films. But I know you and I were kind of briefly talking about it before we got started on this podcast today. Disney is going to delay some films, man.
Oh yeah.
They're pushing them back almost a year to 2 years. I'm gonna go ahead and just
I
list the
know Doctor Strange 2 is one of them.
yeah. So Doctor Strange, Thor: Love and Thunder, the
Yeah.
Black Panther film.
Yep.
This isn't a Marvel film, but it was on the list, so I'm gonna name it Indiana Jones 5.
Oh
Didn't
yeah.
didn't realize it. I forgot that they were bringing that back. The Marvels, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. So
Yeah.
those are all films that are being delayed. I believe Guardians of the Galaxy was also delayed too, right? I don't think it was on the
I'm
list,
not
but
sure.
I think that one was on the it was delayed, or at least it's being paused right now. So some of the Disney films got pushed back. I mean, of course, like they're gonna come out eventually, and
Yeah.
hopefully you and I are shit. We live 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 50 years more, so we can actually watch these and enjoy these when they come out, man. So
Oh yeah.
I never have an issue with delayed films as long as they do them right. As
Yeah.
long as they tell the story, they definitely bring their vision um, to fruition. But at the same time, like don't hold us back. Don't hold us back with it.
Yeah.
Like don't delay them if they're gonna be terrible. If they're gonna be terrible, like
Yeah.
fuck it. I don't want to watch it. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna waste my money on that. We're gonna watch it on fucking Disney Plus when it comes out for free. We're already
Right.
paying for it, and be like, oh shit, guess what? I'm glad I didn't spend that money at the theater for
Yeah.
that, right? So,
Exactly.
but some on some more positive news, man. DC Fandom was this past weekend, and they gave us a lot of content, a lot of stuff came out there. And should we get into the Batman trailer? Should we dive
Yeah.
into that first?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So the Batman trailer was released. Robert Pattinson, we get his first full look as him, in the suit. Besides the first teaser trailer that they had, he comes out.
Yeah.
You get a little bit more of, you get to see more of the villains, a little bit more of the,
Yeah.
what plot, maybe the plot story. Selena Kyle, I believe the Penguin, which is played by, is it Colin Firth? No, Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell. I was
Yeah.
getting
Colin
the
Farrell.
names mixed up. Not the people, but the names mixed up. As the Penguin, you have the Riddler, and of course Catwoman. At least are in there from what I could remember. I believe I was reading some articles that this Riddler is probably going to be a very dark character, and probably one of the darkest characters that they depicted on television or on
It's
screen.
not going to
Right?
be like the Jim Carrey Riddler.
They should just fucking bring Jim Carrey in there as a fucking, like, as an Easter egg. He should just be at a
yeah.
table eating dinner or something like that, smiling in
Yeah.
the background or something like that. Like, yeah. So, um, which is, yeah, that was such a terrible depiction. Like, I love Jim Carrey. He has some really good films, man. But that was just
Yeah. That was.
wasn't the same one they gave us Bat Nipples?
Yeah.
Was
Was
that the
it?
same movie?
Was it George Clooney? Was George Clooney, right? Bat
Yeah,
Nipples.
yeah. I
And
can't
this
remember. They're
one,
all
that was
blended.
the one that also had Schwarzenegger as
Oh, I don't. Maybe not
um
that one. I have to look back because there's like I was looking at the evolutions of the suits. There's like an article
yeah.
that I saw earlier,
Oh
and
yeah.
like there was one where he did have the nipples, and there was like another, like an updated one where he didn't. So I don't know. It's goddamn Batman. They fucked that shit up towards the end. But yeah, no, man. So what were your initial thoughts, or some of your thoughts on the show, or not on the show, on
Uh,
the trailer?
it looked pretty good. The Batmobile looks like a super crazy, like souped up, extended, like older, like 80s Camaro, I want to say, with like squared off headlights though. I
Yeah,
don't know, just the shape of it is like it's kind of weird. It's interesting.
it's a
It's
good.
not the
It's
tumbler.
it's not the Tumbler, but it's a cool like muscle
Yeah.
car
Yeah,
S
that's
type
what
of
it looks like.
car.
It's like a muscle car,
Yeah,
like something that he built himself.
which I can get
It
with.
wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't like researched by an R&D department, or it wasn't like, you know, the other cars. You don't really know how he got,
Yeah.
the like the other Batmobiles. So like this one kind of looks like something he made in the Batcave himself or something. So that's cool.
And I think that, but
Um,
that's like the whole point, right? Like they're going to like it's supposed to be like his origin story in a lot of ways,
yeah,
right? So we get to he's going to
as
be a
long as
lot
they
of
don't
his,
go
yeah.
through like his parents get like we know it, man. You don't got to keep showing us that. Like
Hmm.
everybody knows Batman started because his parents get,
Yeah.
we don't need you don't need to start there. Like a few years down the road, yeah, cool. Like in his teens, I think that's fine.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like you would prefer for it to be like, he gets done, being taught by the League of Shadows or his martial arts and then
Or
just
like
jumping straight in.
towards the end of it, towards the end of his training or whatever. But
Okay.
I just don't think that we have to rehash the whole his parents like kind of like how Spider-Man stopped showing Uncle Ben getting killed. Like we don't need to see that anymore. You know what I mean?
No,
Everybody
that
knows
makes sense.
that story
Yeah.
by this point.
Yeah, I think it's like if they don't show it, but at least like reference it or just kind of see him
Yeah,
anguished
they
or
can
like
like
talk about it or something like
or
that.
show him like mourning at the grave, at their tombstones or whatever. That's like that would make that's enough. That's all you really need. You don't have to go back and show him and them leaving the theater. He's a little kid. They get stuck up. His mom's pearl necklace gets ripped off. Every movie is even the animated ones.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, shit, they
but
did it in the Joker too.
yeah,
Remember at the end, they did it at the Joker film.
yeah.
There was him
So
and pearls and the gun and yeah,
yeah, so as long as they don't do that, I mean, that's not going to make me like hate the movie, but I'll be
of
like, come
course.
on, man,
Yeah.
And I think when they showed him as just Bruce Wayne, Robert Pattinson, it looked like they're trying to do like a emo goth type thing, like his
Oh
hair, he had like the
no.
long like the
Yeah.
long hair off to the side.
No, I get you, man. Because again, at least my perception of Bruce Wayne is this suave, clean, like young,
Yeah,
rich billionaire, right? Like philanthropist, playboy kind of
like
person,
how
right?
Christian Bale played him.
Christian Bale, or again, I referenced it earlier, Kevin Conroy's Batman in Batman the Animated Series, man. Like
Yeah,
when he was Batman, he was awesome. Or even like hate it or love it, but George Clooney as Bruce Wayne. Like he was
yeah,
again, it was cool to see them. They were awesome. They were young. They were good looking, handsome. Just had all that stuff. And if Robert Pattinson's just depressed and sad and has long hair, it's just like, is this his goth? Like, is this his emo stage? Like, what's happening with
right.
with Batman right now? So,
Is he
um,
listening to My Chemical Romance all the time?
I would sing the song, but I think we would get pulled. So I'm not gonna sing the song. But yes, like, is he gonna sing them? So, I don't know. But what were some other thoughts that you had? Because
I mean,
you did text me and you said that, like, what'd you say? You said that you didn't
I
feel
don't
like
even
it was the
remember.
same as like in
Oh
the.
yeah, because like in that teaser, then when they showed him, his costume looked like it was like more of like a homemade type costume, kind of like Peter
Oh,
Parker's first his first spider suit.
yeah.
So it looked like it was something that he put together himself. But then in this trailer, it was like the full blown bat suit.
Okay, so you just weren't expecting that.
Yeah, yeah, I was kind of that
You're
caught me off guard.
you were still hoping for that, like, at home, like,
Yeah, yeah,
similar to, I don't know if you ever see. Yeah, I know we did. You told me you didn't watch it, but like the Daredevil series, like that's what happens, right? Like,
yeah,
he has like a long sleeve shirt, some like cargo pants, some combat boots, and he
yeah,
wears like a t-shirt over his head to cover his eyes. And then
yeah,
eventually, like, he earns his, like, he not doesn't earn his costume, but like he finds somebody to make it for him in a way. But at first, he's
yeah.
just like you said, it's like Spider-Man who has like the goggles and the
Or like
beanie and stuff, or I guess the Scully
or like Kick
ski
Ass,
mask.
like he made his costume himself.
Oh
All
yeah,
of them made their costumes themselves.
yeah. So maybe we'll see some of that, or see him kind of
Yeah,
like be portrayed in that way, or something like that. So
yeah,
it'll be cool. It'll be cool and very
yeah,
interesting to see him kind of to see where it goes. But yeah, no, man, I like how they, what I liked what they showed.
yeah,
I'm intrigued to see, what direction. Like, is it going to be dark? I mean, obviously, so far it seems a little dark. Is it going to be
yeah.
some comedic relief in it, or is Is Selena Kyle gonna be? Sorry, fuck. I'm like coughing and shit. My bad. Is like, is she gonna be a love interest in here? Is she
Yeah,
not gonna be a love interest? Like, what's gonna, what's gonna happen with all that? And then of course, like, how does the Penguin kind of play into that? How does, I don't know,
yeah,
man. Is the Riddler like? I like his. I like the idea of him, and I like what he's going to, like, what he could potentially bring. I just hope they don't like spoil it, because what is better than like a brain teaser or a good riddle or something,
yeah.
so and see if there's any like Easter egg, like references to other characters within the universe. That's what I'm gonna like.
They
I'm
might
intrigued to
that
see
they could tease for later on for
for,
another movie or whatever.
yeah, later on for another
Yeah,
movie or something. So, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm in, I like the what I've seen so far. Is it going to be live up to the hype? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, right? Maybe they'll
yeah,
show some more trailers and everything like that will come out in the future. So,
yeah.
fingers definitely crossed for that. There was sorry everybody. There was like memes that I saw of like Robert Pattinson showing his teeth, and he has like little teeth, and it was like
Yeah.
a cat with like little teeth right next to him. I don't know, man. I don't. I just, that's just random, but I just saw a meme of him like in his suit, smiling, like yelling. He's like, ah, and then like fucking they're showing his teeth, and he has like little teeth or whatever. And I thought that was funny. Another trailer, again within the DC fandom, was the Flash trailer. Did you watch the Flash trailer?
So I didn't see that one. I
God
only
damn it,
saw
Tanner.
3 trailers.
No, it's perfectly fine, man. If you get a chance, definitely watch it. Fuck, I was hoping to talk to you about it, man. There's a really cool. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Black Adam.
Yeah, so I watched that one, and I mean, it's more of a teaser because they didn't really show much.
They didn't show much. I mean, they didn't show him really, but
I mean, as far as like a
holy shit,
trailer goes, it didn't show a whole. You know what I mean?
he literally grabbed that man by the neck and
No,
like,
I understand that. But to me, because of the length of it, it's more of a teaser than a
oh,
trailer. Like a trailer is like two
oh,
and a half, 3 minutes, and that
I'm
was like a
sorry,
minute long.
I'm
You know what I
sorry.
mean? That's what I'm
You're
talking about.
absolutely right. You bet. My bad. My bad. My bad. You're absolutely right. My bad. Because
But
again,
yeah, and
trailer will
but they
show
didn't.
you like a story plot almost in a sense.
Yeah, but you didn't see like his face or anything because it was so dark you couldn't really see his face.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I saw a thing where The Rock was saying that he was like defending how Black Adam is more powerful than Superman.
Hmm. Oh, you
And
saw
I
like
didn't really.
something like where he was like talking about
Yeah, yeah,
him and
yeah.
stuff?
Where The
Okay.
Rock was talking about it, how Black Adam is more powerful than Superman.
Oh, okay. Was he making some valid points, or did you
I didn't
watch?
really read it. I just read the headline. So my question is, I've never really read like the Shazam comics or any of those comics.
Yeah,
So
neither
it's in
did
the
I.
same like
Within the same
they get
universe.
the same power, right? Like their power comes from the same place.
I believe so. And the reason
So
I
how come? What's the actor that plays Shazam? Something Levi or Levi something.
Zachary Levi, yeah, or Zach
So how
Levi.
come he has to say Shazam to turn into Shazam, but like does Black Adam have to say Black Adam to turn into Black Adam, or like how's that work? You know what I'm saying? Do the other people like at the end of the Shazam movie? Remember his friends are? Do they all have to say Shazam, or they say their own name, or like how's that work?
Um, Not entirely sure. Right. So I don't want to spread out some.
Everybody gets their own code word.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate. But speaking of that, did you watch the Shazam like behind the scenes or anything like that?
No, I just watched what they showed, like the intros of like the different characters, and then The Rock came out and talked, and then they
What?
showed the.
Well, no, 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 not for Black Adam, for Shazam.
Oh no, I didn't see that one either.
Okay, so it wasn't even a, I guess it wasn't even really a teaser. It was more so behind the scenes, but they
Yeah,
kind of tell the story about these goddesses that come to the planet, and they already are like to Earth, and they already have their like powers already. So maybe
yeah.
Black Adam is a god already before he has to say something to
Oh,
take on that, right? I think
oh,
that, again, I'm speculating, but I believe that's the case. Or maybe it's the opposite, where he like says a name but can never go back,
oh.
or maybe never wanted to go back.
So he just stayed in that
He
in
just
that
stayed. He
form.
just stayed as Black Adam. So maybe he's like
Yeah,
a grown adult at this point who just, But I know he's supposed to be kind of like an anti-hero or an evil. Like, he's not supposed to
yeah,
be somebody who's like well liked or something like that. So,
yeah,
um, but I know he's supposed to be very powerful, right? Shazam,
yeah.
him, Superman are supposed to be all within the same realm of strength and stuff. I just think that they
Yeah.
get their energy and their power from different sources. Where like
Yeah.
Superman needs the sun, they may not need the sun.
Yeah.
So if they take him to a different planet, it might get fucked up. Like the time where
Right.
Superman fought Muhammad Ali in the comic books. It was a thing. They went to a planet where the sun didn't give Superman the same powers or some shit like that, and they're supposed to be evenly matched. Muhammad Ali whooped that ass. Spoiler alert. Gotham Knights. Did you watch the Gotham Knights trailer at all?
Is that the game?
That's the game. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw when they like first like the very first one back in like E3 like 2 years ago. So I didn't see this new one.
Okay. And then check it out when you get a chance. Talks about the Court of Owls, which are kind of like the
Yeah.
villains. It's like what is, people have always kind of thought about, or not got thought about. It's like people have always, or not people have always said that. It's like what is like the fuck. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to formulate my thoughts here. Sorry, everybody. It's like a bat. Like what's the enemy of a bat, right? Like what is a predator
Yeah.
to a bat? A
Yeah.
natural predator to a bat is an owl. So the Court of Owls is kind of like the people that are like anti-Batman and kind of go against Batman and stuff. So it's kind of it's going to be really intriguing to see where they take that. And then the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Did you watch the trailer by that by any chance?
I saw like a screenshot of it, but I didn't watch that either.
Kind of funny trailer. It looks like Rocksteady is going to do some really cool things with that, and I love the fact that it is Rocksteady, who are the
Yeah.
same people who do like that old school, well, not the old school, but like I guess the past few Batman games.
Yeah, they did
Um,
that Batman Arkham Knights, wasn't it?
yep.
Or
So
Arkham something. Yeah.
yeah, so they're going to be kind of playing into that, so you can tell like it's the same aesthetic of it and everything. So
Yeah.
pretty intrigued by that. Peacemaker, did you watch that trailer? Please
I
tell me you
watched the
did.
Peacemaker trailer.
Oh shit!
And I know which part was your favorite too.
Tell me, what was my favorite part? No,
John
I'll tell you
Cena
my
and his
favorite part.
tiny whiteys.
No, Derek. My favorite part is whenever he's. Did you just fucking John Cena me? You can't see. I'm just kidding. This man just hit me with the you can't see me on the goddamn camera. What the hell, Derek? No, my favorite one is when he's hugging Lady Liberty, the goddamn
eagle?
eagle, man. My
He's like,
favorite part.
take a picture of this.
like,
I
Dad.
can't move.
And then he's talking about like, that's where I got butt babies from. Where he's just like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, my brother told me. He's just like, yeah, like all the beautiful kids come out mom's vagina, but all the ugly kids, everything that makes up a like it's bad about a person comes through the butt. So yeah, I was a butt baby once, guys, but I'm great. And then Aquaman. I mean, they didn't really like show a trailer or a teaser, but they definitely kind of showed some clips and scenes, or some images of like behind the scenes. Apparently, it's supposed
Yeah.
to be more of a mature type of film, right? So
Oh,
whatever that
okay.
means, they're probably going to take a different look at that. But when you get a chance, man, watch that Flash trailer. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
And then definitely check out Gotham Knights and the Suicide Squad trailer.
Is Gotham Knights, is that going to be like co-op?
I'm trying to think. I would assume so because the amount of characters, but it's
Yeah.
probably like it's not co-op like Back for Blood, but it's maybe co-op in the sense of maybe you can do some missions together or something. Because that'd be really
Yeah.
cool. Be able to switch from
I
characters
thought when
to
they
characters.
first introduced or announced it, like at E3 a couple years ago, they said it was co-op. I can't remember.
Like a multiplayer kind of game, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I'm again can't remember. Anything else you want to cover from DC fandom, Derek, that you saw?
No, that was literally I only watched 3 things.
I hate you. So I know towards the end of the show, towards the end of the episode, we always kind of include some football. Man, you ready to talk some football? Or was
I
there anything else you wanted to cover before we hop into some football?
literally only watched the final drive of the Bills Tennessee game. I didn't watch any other football games this weekend.
Man, Derek, you're killing me. I watched some football. I'll run you through the scores, man, and I'll give you
San
some quick
Francisco had a
recap.
bye week, so I was like, "What am I going to watch?"
I mean, I get you. I get you.
And
Damn,
plus,
Debo
I had to go
Samuel.
and do boyfriend duties, and we went apple picking.
Hey man, you watch your goddamn mouth. Apple picking is a great goddamn time. All right, you
Well, we
watch your
spent
damn mouth, sir.
we spent $20 on one bag of apples because no matter how much you picked or how little you picked, it was $20. So like I could have walked in there and picked one apple, and they would have charged me $20.
Bro, you couldn't call me? I could have flew to Detroit or not Detroit to fucking Michigan for like a day and came back.
to pick some apples.
I would have. Hey, they were
Well, we
like, "What?"
got a bunch of apples. Like we have, like I got apples coming out my ears, and there's only two of us, and we got like we're eating like 4 apples a day.
Send them in the mail. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine?
I got you. What's in this box? It's all like rattling around. Like what the hell's in
And then
here?
they get
Just some
mushy and
apples. Don't
shit.
worry about
Yeah,
it.
they're all
Yeah.
bruised up and shit. No, it's fine. I watched the Astros. They won today, so they are up 3-2. Yes, boo me. Come on, can I get some boos? Can I get some
It's gonna
boos?
go 7, and then the National League's gonna win it anyway. So
Can I get some goddamn boos?
boo, boo
Thank you,
this
Derek.
man.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. We're asterisk. Yeah, this is the 17 championship. Is it 17? Yeah, I don't even know the champ. Yeah, the 17 championship. Apparently, we got
Most of these
asterisk.
Astros fans weren't even fans before like 2005. So
Listen, you son of a bitch. I went to those $10 games because we were losing every goddamn game. We were great at home, but couldn't win a fucking game on the road. All right, run down through the scores. So we had the Buccaneers and the Eagles. It was 28-22. Buccaneers took that, which is not so much of a surprise. You were
yeah,
making fun of them earlier. It's the one team that would lose to the 0-20 Jaguars. It's the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost the game, and it was in England. Dolphins lost 20-23. What's his name? The quarterback for the Jaguars. I'm like
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. I almost called him something completely different. My mind, I need some sleep, guys. Packers and the Bears. Packers 24-14. I know you saw that clip. I know you saw that clip of when Aaron Rodgers ran that touchdown in the last few seconds of the game.
No, I didn't see that.
So if you didn't watch it, man, it was funny. Aaron Rodgers, he like juked 5 guys. He like ran. He was running. He like jumped over somebody. They hit him in his legs. He did a front flip, right, Willie Beeman style, landed in his legs, hit the discount double check. I'm just kidding. None of that happened.
I was
There.
gonna say, no way.
So I was like,
Old man Rodgers did all that.
so he did run in the touchdown with like a few seconds left, right? Hit that. He pump faked everybody. Like literally
Yeah,
see the whole defense like stop, and then he like ran it in just in the corner, right? Was barely able to get it in, and he like runs in tackle. He gets tackled. He jumps up. He says, "All my effing life, I've owned you. I own you. I own all you guys. I own you." And just like is going in on the Bears fans, right? And just yelling at everybody, telling them he owns them. If you look at his statistics, he is 22-5 against the Bears. He owns them.
damn.
He owns them. Bengals and Bengals and the yeah, okay. And then the Texans and the Colts. Okay, why the fuck did I say that? Okay, Colts just kicked the shit out of the Texans 31-3, and then the Bengals beat the Lions, by the way. I didn't want to say the Lions. Poor Lions. It's you just don't.
Yeah, what are they? 0-6 now.
Yes.
I guess they're going for that #1 draft pick.
Yeah, buddy. Oh shit, who do they? I don't think they want any of those kids right now. Whatever. Rams and the Giants, 38-11. That was a good game. I mean, the Rams are for real. I would say the Rams are for real. They've played some pretty good opponents this year, so you gotta start talking to your boys and telling them to do the thing against these guys. The Chiefs and the Washington football team. Come on, pick a name, guys.
Yeah,
I guess Mahomes. He played better. He played better.
but
They
his brother like causing more controversy.
I don't know why he's dancing on numbers, TikTok videos. They're doing whatever. They're poisoning kids' minds. If you
Right. Joseph just died.
technical difficulties here with my cough. Chiefs and Washington. Already said that, and then the Vikings and the Panthers, 34-28. Yeah, they're just okay teams. Chargers and the Ravens was a big surprise. I thought that was
Yeah,
going to be a very, very challenging back and forth game, but it was 6-34. 34 where the Ravens, 6 was the Chargers.
yeah. I guess Chargers defense just didn't show up.
They didn't show up, man. I don't know what happened there.
They took
Cardinals
the
and the
week. They thought
Browns.
they had the bye week.
No, we just got one more week. It's fine. Cardinals and the Browns. Cardinals 37-14. That team is scary. Again, NFC West team. That team is scary.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the
Raiders and
49ers only held them on to like the least amount of points this season.
you guys got that going for you. You guys got who's the starting quarterback for the for the Niners this week? Jimmy G coming back
It's going
yet?
to be Jimmy G this week. He's been in practice this week.
Okay, you guys.
Trey Lance sprained his knee, so he's out for like 2 weeks.
God damn it. Raiders and the Broncos. Raiders beat the Broncos again. We thought the Broncos were real, but they're not. The Cowgirls barely Cowboys. Barely beat the Patriots on in overtime on just like it was like a really good play.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't know why Dak Prescott thinks he needs to jump up in the air and throw a touchdown. Then he hurt his
right.
calf, and they don't know if he's gonna make it. Right. Seahawks and Steelers. Roethlisberger was able to squeeze out a win there. And yeah, but the Seahawks don't have a quarterback, so Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
And then the Bills and the Titans. This is the game we're going to really talk about because Derek spent so
Yeah.
much time really watching it. I'm just kidding. He watched the fourth quarter and there was 2 minutes left.
I watched the 2 minute the 2 minute drive by the Bills.
They should have 100% kicked that field goal. I don't like.
Yeah,
You have a great defense. You have a great offense. Like I get you believe in your quarterback, but in that situation,
or at least
man,
picked a different play. Like,
oh, they had to run it, man. Throw a pass play, like.
or like let your running back run it. Like, why are you gonna let your
I get it,
quarterback
man.
try
He's
to?
6'4", 260 or 240. Like he's a big
Yeah, he's a
guy,
big dude.
but I mean, he
But
slipped.
they knew like when it's fourth and like inches, the defense is going to be like, oh, they're going to go for a pass right here. Like, no, everyone knows that. Like the janitor down cleaning the toilets knew that they were going to run the ball on fourth and inches to try to win the ball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not. I don't disagree with you, man. This is why we're not head coaches, and we can sit on the sidelines and talk shit all we want because we're not making these decisions. But we
yeah,
can poke fun at these people for doing that shit. So,
yeah. I mean, when
uh
everyone knows what you're going to do, maybe try something different.
correct, correct, Mundo. But yeah, Derek, that's all
But
that.
Derrick Henry went off on in another game. He's 2 touchdowns off of Adrian Peterson's MVP run
You know,
when AP won the MVP.
are you serious already?
Yeah, he's only 2 touchdowns behind.
Already?
Yeah,
That is crazy. That dude is a.
I think he's at like 10 touchdowns already.
I saw who was it? I forgot which NFL football player. It's a former football player, but that former football player said Derrick Henry is that Madden character you would make.
I saw that.
I forgot which. It's a famous football player too, and I'm
Yeah, I
blanking.
can't remember who said it too.
But he's just like Derrick Henry is the character you would make in Madden, like 99 everything.
With all the 99 stats.
He's like 7 feet tall, weighs like 300 pounds. Is a running back, runs like a 4-1 or something like that. It's a character that you make, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And
Yeah, that dude is a beast.
a physical specimen, man. But I don't know. Me and somebody else were kind of talking about like the rush, like not rushing records, but we were talking about records that we think that won't be broken in a very long time. And one of the records that I told him was like the most yards in a season. But then I forgot that they added like more games to the season.
Yeah.
So we were like, because like Eric Dickerson has had like that rushing record for the most seasons in a yard, rushing yards in a season forever, right? I think Adrian Peterson was like maybe 20 yards or 5 yards or something crazy.
Oh
like,
yeah, at the end of his last season in Minnesota, he was like mad close and like he just like
they stopped running and like they were like, hey, you were that close, right? He's like, oh no, I didn't know. Like he was just like, I was just trying to win the game, and they won the game. They went to the playoffs and they lost, but like he was that close, and it's like one of those things where like that record has not been broken. But me and somebody at work, we were talking about it, and we are like, no, man, I think that record 100% will get get
well,
broken.
Now is an extra game added to the season.
Like you have so much more. And again, I get it's a passing league, right? Nobody's really running, but if anybody could break it, Derrick Henry's going to be that guy.
Oh yeah,
right. So I mean,
yeah,
I really want to see
him.
Oh yeah, the dude's a beast. So I really want to see what he's going to do probably in the upcoming seasons, but he's definitely a game changer in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see after the Titans won and the coach of the Bills went straight to the refs and was talking to the refs?
I did see that. Yep.
And barely like acknowledged Mike Vrabel coming over for the handshake or whatever. Like
that
was kind of a douche move.
Yeah, man. Again, I've never been a big fan of like coaches, players, or anything like that, man, they don't shake after the game. Like,
Yeah.
like that
Yeah,
sportsmanship.
remember when like I played Little League growing up and like at the end of the game we all both teams lined up and we all shook hands,
Yeah,
went down the line.
and
And
yeah,
even when I played in high school ball, we did the same thing.
and you'd be mad if you lost by a point. You'd be mad if whatever. It didn't matter. You had to walk
Yeah, the
across.
coaches made you like shake hands or high five, whatever, just as you walk by everybody.
Yeah, literally everybody was just like, hey, you have to high five, shake hands, fist bumps, whatever it was, and you had
Yeah.
to do something right. Now, every once in a while, you get a jackass that would spit in his hand because he didn't like one other player, and then we'd complain about it or whatever. But for the most part, man, everybody still like shook hands at the end of the game,
Yeah.
or kind of got together and you know, um, and just kind of talked it up or something like that, right? Talked about the sport. I think there were some players that used to pray after the games and stuff together, and even the other team would
Yeah, I
kind of
remember
jump in.
seeing like that in the NFL too. Like some players would after the end of the game they would do that. They
Oh
would
yeah,
all
no, they
like
still do
get
that, man, for
together.
sure. Yeah, and I remember we did it in high school. Like it was one thing where
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't think the coaches like enforced it. It was just like we'd be like, hey, let's sit in a circle. We're gonna pray real quick, say a quick prayer, and then just kind of be on our way. And shit, I think we used to even pray before the games.
Yeah.
Before we had a game, we'd always like pray. Like we get together, pray, and then we all get riled up and get ready for the game and stuff. So, but no, man, yeah, I did see that, and I was just like, what is he? I was like, I thought he was gonna go like talk to the ref and then go go chase Mike Grayville,
Yeah.
but he didn't do that. He was just kind of like,
Yeah.
whatever. Or he could be like, I think it was a Lions coach a few years ago. I don't know if you remember him, but he ran and he shook that coach's hand really hard and like yanked him, and then they almost got in a fist fight or whatever. Like I do remember that. That he was giving a little too much, like it's too
Right.
extra sportsmanship
Yeah.
right there, man. And so they were like in the tunnel about to fight each other. It's just like when the head coaches are about to fight, man, it's World War III. Players
Right.
they're throwing hands, man. They're bringing the pain. They're not taking any kind of stuff. But I did see that, man. I was like, what is he doing? So
Right. So, I don't think I got anything else.
I
But
don't
next
have
week though,
huh
next
next
week you got
week.
to be ready for next week. Don't forget, I'm gonna send you daily reminders. you
Oh, can
know.
you hear me?
Yeah,
You
I can
can't
hear
hear
you.
me, have you?
Yeah, I can
Oh
hear you.
shit! Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. What's going on?
Is it me or is
Oh,
it
you can
you?
hear me?
I
Oh,
can hear you.
oh crap! There I go. I'm back. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like I clapped my hands and literally like it just went silent. Radio silence. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, next week, man. Super excited. Next week is supposed to be
Halloween.
Halloween. Okay, it's not actually next week. It's next Sunday. But it is our Halloween special. It is our Halloween special. So
Our
we'll
Halloween spectacular, if you will.
oh, don't do that. Don't be that person. I'm kidding. Super excited. It is spectacular. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
You
So
saw the pictures I sent you of my pumpkin that I carved, right?
dude, that pumpkin was awesome. I hope you have it
He,
like in the background or something like that.
he I don't know. Nah, I can't bring it inside. He's starting to
Deteriorate.
yeah, and
He's
like flies have taken up residence inside. There's like a
oh
colony of flies living in that damn thing. So like after Halloween, I'm walking them straight to the dumpster and chucking them. I don't even know if I'll keep like I have a one of the fake candles in it, the battery powered ones.
yeah.
I might have to just throw the whole damn thing in.
I remember one year me and I think it was me and Stephanie, we like she like threw the pumpkin at me and I like busted it open with the baseball bat. That was awesome. Yeah, we took it we
Yeah,
kind of stole that from
I don't
like
know what else could be in there after another week
yeah, that's kind of
of
gross.
flies living in it already.
They're gonna form a whole colony. They're gonna
For
evolve,
real.
be able to have a whole conversation with you and shit. Like, get
Well,
out of our home.
they're gonna be doing that in the dumpster next weekend. So
And it's like we
they
will
just
have
it's just
sex in
gonna
your
make it to
car.
Halloween. That's it.
No, they're gonna be like, we will have sex in your pumpkin. I don't know if you've ever seen the other guys. He's like, we will have sex in your
Yeah,
car. He's like, no, you
in
won't.
the Prius.
Yeah.
I love the other guys. It's an awesome movie.
Oh man, it took a twist. It took a twist. When The
All
Rock and
the
Samuel L. Jackson came out in the front up beginning, I was like, okay, cool. This is not what I
yeah,
thought it. Oh shit!
when
All
they
right.
jumped off that building,
I was like, this is not what I thought it
we could
was.
aim for the bushes.
I was like, where are the bushes? I don't know what the hell happened. It was.
all the TLC references.
Oh my God, chasing waterfalls. Let's go.
Right.
Let's go. Yeah, but the next episode, I just want to say thank you everybody for listening. My common thing, Bigfoot man, if you're out there, listen or come join the episode, man. We're looking out.
Next week's the best time for him to come. We can just say he's in a Bigfoot in a Bigfoot costume, and no one will ever know.
Nobody will ever know. I think I'm gonna hire somebody just to stand behind me in a Bigfoot costume.
Or have him like peeking out your door back there, like just peek out a couple times throughout the episode.
It's like, hey man, I heard you're into furries. It's like, no, I'm not. I just need you to stand right here. I paid you the money. Stand right there, bro.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Just watch the
Don't
whole
touch
episode.
me.
Don't touch me. Just watch the episode. You son of a... No, I'm just kidding. But thank you everybody. Have a safe weekend. Be careful out there. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. We appreciate all the listeners. And my man Derek is going to lead us out of this episode.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for stopping by, giving us a listen or a watch. If you're seeing us on YouTube, tell your friends, tell your family, tell the neighbor down the street, tell the homeless guy that lives around the corner. To check out our podcast. You can find us on most of the major podcast hosts, Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. And also check out our website, we3bros.com. We're working on updating the About Us section. So we're going to put some pictures of us up there and a little background for each of us. We're working on that. So hopefully we'll have that ready for you soon. But thanks for coming by. We really appreciate it. We want to keep this thing going. And the best way that we can keep this thing going is every time someone watches, that's motivation for us. And this is something we want to do. And this, like a passion project for me and Joseph. And Justin too, he'll eventually come back. This is a busy time for him with his work. But we keep him updated, and he's excited to be able to come back one of these days.
Yeah, man, waiting for you to come back, Justin.
But thanks for being here again, Joseph.
Of course, really, man.
We love these conversations we have and this time we get to spend.
For sure, man. There's nothing more than I like to talk about butt baby. So, yeah, that's definitely that.
And John Cena and Tidy Whities. That's what you're going to be next week, isn't it? You're going to be John Cena and Tidy Whities, aren't you?
You're threatening me with a good time, and I'm tempted to be committed to this. But whenever I jump in to the episode, I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back. Right before you hit play, walk back and just straight ass. You're gonna see whitey tidy ass, and be like John Cena, and just flex on you, and then just leave. So
as long as there ain't no skid marks back there, we'll be all right.
I'll wear 2 just in case.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next week.